In this video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over a 12.8 volt, 100 amp hour lithium phosphate battery. And this is from the company OKMO, I think what that is, OKMO. And just going over, the operating voltage is 12.8 volts, which is pretty standard on these. Charging voltage is 14.6, recommended current 20 amp, max continuous discharge 100 amps. And the energy contained in this battery right here is 1,280 watt hours, which is pretty standard. Just taking it out, very nicely packaged here. You get a little product manual here. You can go, we will go over that. And then you get the actual battery. Oh, there's the terminal. So you get the terminal pieces there. Let's pull this out. A handle, no straps in this one. And I think that's it as far as that. You can see the top of it here. We'll take that cover off. Here's the battery itself. So it's a deep cycle LiFePO4 battery, 12.8 volt, 100 amp hour. You can see right here. And the uses on this would be great for an RV, a boat, or any type of solar panel setup. Now, what I'm going to be using this baby for is a trolling motor. And I'm not going to set it up on it, but I will show you using it on the trolling motor. We'll see how it pushes it. It has a low temperature, so it does have the BMS on this thing. Let's just go over a little bit over the product manual here. So you see the product manual. That way we can get a little more of the, and the weight on this thing is 23.15 pounds as far as overall weight. The terminals are the M8 terminals, which is a pretty standard terminal on about all of these batteries. Just some operating precautions here. Here's some of the parameters. Now, the parameters is something I kind of wanted to go over. It comes with a 5-year warranty. Cycle life is 4,000 cycles at 100%, 15,000 cycles, and you still got 60% power on that. So the dimensions on this, just to give you guys an idea, it's 10 inches by this way, it's 6 inches by that way, and 8 inches by that way. Just so you know the width, the height, and all that. It's an IP65 certified, so this will work great for a trolling motor. You know what? If you guys know anything about parallel and series, you know how to wire all this up if you're doing a solar panel setup. But right now, let's go ahead. Let's set this thing up. Let me grab my trolling motor, set this up, and let's do some power pushing and see how it works for that. So let's do that now. Okay, everybody, I got my little 36-pound thrust trolling motor here, and let me show you it running this trolling motor. So the first thing we'll do, we'll hook up the positive to the positive. Now, I'm not going to do it like too hardcore here. I'm just going to do it enough to show you guys that it's working here. Make sure my prop is cleared there. As soon as I hooked it up, you see I've got full power, and over here is my prop. Let's go ahead and let's turn this thing on. There it is. It's humming right along. What are we on? 3. Well, I think we can go 1, 2, 3. Max power on that. Look at that thing go. This thing is working great. Let's go ahead and go back to 2. So let's do forward now. We did the reverse. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look at that thing go. This is pushing that motor perfectly. Now, obviously, I don't have it in water here, but I am showing you guys how well it's pushing this Newport Vessels kayak motor. This thing's working great. Now, what I'll do is hook up a 3,000 watt inverter here. I have a digital power inverter, and under here, I have my right angle grinder, and I'm going to show you running this right angle grinder all out of this inverter, out of this power. Okay, so going ahead and tighten that up. There's our positive and negative there. I've got the positive running there and the negative running there. By the way, everybody, always use one-handed anytime you're using that. Don't get in the habit of reaching down, touching it. The screwdriver is insulated. Now let's see if we can get some digital power out of this thing. I think there's a switch on here that I have to turn on first. You hold that down. There we go. We are ready. So I have 3 outputs here. Input is 12.7 volts as far as the input, and it's rated for 12.8. So we're almost fully charged on this thing. So make sure we're turned off. Plug this in. Let's fire it up. Let's see if it works, everybody. Oh yeah, look at that. That's got a lot of good power on there. 300 volts coming out, 300 watts of power to run this, but it sounds really strong. So this thing's actually pushing very well. Now, I've already hooked these up, so I know if it works, it works. This is going to be able to push, this right here could run 3,000 watts of power, so this would be great in an RV, a van. I do have a van set up that I will use, so I think you can get a lot of power out of this thing. Just this setup right here, and then you run, say, a 200-watt solar panel on the roof of your vehicle, whether it's a travel trailer, a van, a RV, or even a boat. If you're out on a boat, you can have power on the go there, or run that trolling motor like I got. So I've got something for my kayak, for my inverter, and pretty much running everything I need. So yeah, there it is, everybody. That's all I got on the OKMO 12.8 volt, 100 amp hour lithium phosphate battery. See you all in the next video.